See you, TMG.
You know what I mean? You've seen what he's done over at Ajax. It's a respectable job. Obviously, Eredivisie is completely different kettle of fish from the Prem, 100%. But it's nice to have, will have some element of a coaching philosophy. So, for me, as soon as we didn't qualify for the Champions League last season, I knew something like this with regards to Ronaldo was coming down the line. You just knew. If you know what the guy's like,
On winning.
It's just on winning. And the thing is, it's what makes him so great, fam. It's what makes him so great. Now, when we didn't qualify for the Champions League, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but like a month ago, there was murmurs of him being unhappy at the lack of like transfer movement. It got shut down after a day or so.
Didn't Bruno say something? Bruno came out and said, "Oh,
Yeah.
I speak to Ronaldo. He's very happy."
Yeah. But that was literally in and around the time where like a rumor came out in the papers like one day, like Ronaldo's kind of unhappy with the lack of transfer activity, and then it went away. Mm-hmm. So when you see what come out this week about him wanting to leave because he doesn't think the team's been ambitious enough, for me it's totally understandable. I get it. At this stage of his career, he wants to be at the highest level, basically as much as he possibly can do, because it doesn't have that much left of his career. It makes sense. It doesn't suit him to be part of a rebuild at Man United.
37-year-olds can't be part of rebuild.
It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't
No
make any
time.
sense.
Oh, I would say, give me a project. Projects. I'm 37. What am I a part of a project?
Obviously, him leaving Juventus last summer, the fact that he was available, he wanted out of Juventus. Going to a United team who finished second in the league the season before, it kind of, in a way, was like a perfect storm. Obviously, there were rumours about him potentially going City, so United were like, "Oh no, that can't happen."
I think the United move was a nostalgic move for Ronaldo. I don't think if Ronaldo was to look at it, he should have seen the writing on the wall. But the thing is, a lot of things happened for United this season, because think about it, Redacted.
Yeah,
he's not there.
Of course,
had his issues.
Yep.
Oli.
Yeah.
Well, obviously not built to manage stars.
Of course.
And then certain guys came in from summer Euros, and they came back and they've not been the same.
Didn't perform.
And so think about it. That's at least 4 mainstays of the team. Because Shaw, awful. Can't even talk. I don't even know what happened to Shaw.
Yep.
Maguire,
awful.
Terrible. Rashford, non-entity. Sancho came from Euros.
Sancho first 6 months of the season didn't really do anything.
He didn't do anything.
Back in the season.
So that's 4 guys that were
four
quality players in your team done.
They're meant to be reliant.
And then you brought him around.
Could have been better. Should have been better last season. But obviously, playing alongside Maguire, I think was just like, it's just tight, man. It's just tight.
And then some of your starters even regressed. Wan-Bissaka went from on the 11, first name on the 11, to guys say they don't ever want to see him play ball ever again. Fam, that is mad.
As a modern day fullback, he just doesn't have enough.
The thing is though, the modern day fullback, there's two ways to play. There's 2 ways to play, because they're now talking all about this inverted fullback thing, and it's kind of Wan-Bissaka not sit there and sitting. Obviously, he's not. Technically, he's rubbish.
That's the issue though. It's not about like whether he can play as an inverted fullback or as an overlapping one. It's that he can't really dribble. He can't really cross. Like it's as a modern day fullback, like you have to be elite at one of those two or both, ideally. Do you know what I mean? Because that's where, for example, if you look at Liverpool, for example, that's where the majority of their chances come from, creativity comes from.
Left these days.
Honestly, so if your fullbacks can't do it, it hamstrings the team massively, fam.
But I like the idea of inverted fullbacks, because enables your midfielders to now get into more forward positions. That's what City do. Yeah, City and Liverpool, they both played such different types of ball 100%. when it comes to that. Obviously, Man United, you try and play like attacking wingers down the wing. That's your back to the Fergie days. I don't think you believe that's how you. You don't even have a CDM to sit in. You've never had a CDM. Let's have a Matic for about maybe once every 2 weeks. Can play.
Now he's at Roma, right?
Lemania.
But yeah, with Ronaldo, the fact United finished second the season before, we're in the Champions League. He was coming home. You know, the United obviously were available for him. That made sense. But as soon as he signs, you know, if you finish second the season before, he's expecting you to be at least
challenging
in and around. And then if you're not doing that, then it's, you know, as I said before, at the stage of his career, he needs to leave. He needs to be in the Champions League.
Yeah,
he's not someone who's like at 37. A lot of elite ballers will be looking at, like, you know, not retirement homes, but slowing down, going to America, going to like the UAE, Japan. You know, going to like a lower level, you know, Japan with Iniesta.
They go to Japan, the guy
Iniesta, David Villa, they all go to Japan.
Modric needs to go there.
Who?
Modric.
Modric is still doing his thing, winning Champions League. He's at the top of his game.
Yeah, but he started later.
But yeah. So if the guy wants to stay in Europe, stay at the top table, as a club, you have to keep winning. You have to be in the Champions League. If you're not there, it's gonna lead to him being upset, man.
The thing is, Ronaldo, where does he go? Like, there's not a lot of elite teams that want him.
Man in Chelsea being from
the Chelsea thing. That's like Bowley not understanding football. This is not NBA, fam. What's he trying to get the franchise players? It's like he thinks he's getting LeBron. This is flipping foot. This 11 players on the pitch. Every man has to be committed. You can't have one player change the culture. Ronaldo coming to Chelsea. Chelsea don't be looking at like, what's this? You can't tell me to do anything. You have nothing part of this squad.
Because of the type
and Chelsea got winners. Chelsea used to have winners. They got.
I can chat to everyone in Chelsea.
I
can chat to everyone in Chelsea.
They're not going to discuss words like that.
Because of the type of
United guy.
Because about United, Ronaldo's he has a strong case to say I'm the best footballer that's ever lived. Of course, they respect him.
There's an argument for it.
Yeah. There's a strong case. Yeah, so you can say that to anybody.
Because of his the type of personality that he is and the type of player that he is now. If he goes to a Chelsea, like, that entire club has to work around him.
That's not Chelsea. I'm not going to.
But they're not going to do that, which is a reason why you might think Chelsea
Did
might
Man United adapt everything for Ronaldo? Because you didn't make him captain. You didn't listen to him when he was saying Maguire's not good enough for captain. Mm-hmm. He wasn't listening to every suggestion that Ronaldo was saying.
Suggestion, but you couldn't.
It
a bit too. It was a bit too raw for him to do.
The one thing that Ronaldo did in that season, which I was like, oh, this can get people. Remember when he gave that Sky Sports interview, that 20-minute interview, and he was talking about, I think he was talking about young players and like what Man United has to do. I was like, Ronaldo didn't know what he was coming into. Yeah. You can just tell that he was like, what? I thought this team was supposed to be second.
He doesn't. It's not the same as when he left.
And the funny thing is, the only player that he probably respected was Pogba.
Love and Bruno is compatriot.
And Bruno, yeah. And obviously Varane.
Champions League with Varane. Yeah. Varane playing Europa League.
I don't know. I mean, I think this season United will be better. Simply because of the coaching improvement. I think that fundamentally is going to make a huge difference.
Where are you finishing?
But when we're finishing the league, well, top two is done because it's going to be Liverpool and City again. Chelsea will definitely finish ahead of us.
I'm not sure. They don't have centre back.
They're signing them though. They're in for De Ligt. Kunde, I think they'll get over the line.
Kunde wants to go Barcelona. That Barcelona pool is still strong.
It is still strong because it's the reason why they haven't done the deal with Rafinha yet. Mm-hmm. Barcelona are waiting to get the funds in from Frankie to then spend on Rafinha.
Frankie does not look happy, fam.
Barca is broke, bro.
It's so broke, fam. We could have a rave on the pitch. The OT Barca in the new camp.
Bro, pay enough money, they'll let you do it, bro.
Barca, bro.
They're so broke.
Good to see him. Messi's actually just... Well, they have issues before Messi, but since Messi's gone up, he's completely disheveled that team, that club, so... I mean, he was probably the straw that brought the camel's back. It's crazy.
Back in the CL though, back in the Champions League, innit?
Yeah, on the field, sorry, not cool. They're doing well. But
on the field, they're fine.
Their books,
They got young players coming in. They got like this. They got the young players. They're just missing the period. You know, players in their prime between 20 and 30. They're just missing those kind of players.
25 to 32.
Yeah, they have old players. They got the PK, your Busquets, the guys that have done it, and then all those guys that have done it, and then you have your young players coming through, Pedri, Gavi, Fati, but they don't have anyone in that middle.
Didn't they sign Frank Kessie?
Yeah,
he's kind of like 24, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
It's true. Yeah, shit. Missing. That's a good point. Missing those players that right at the prime of their career, finger on the button. The purring, waiting to just take over.
And they tried so many attempts to get those kind of players. They tried to get
ready to take over, rather.
Yeah, they tried the pie signing was just like.
Well, the pie, he should be one of those players ready to take over.
Yeah, but the pie signing was like, okay, Messi's gone. Let me just throw the pie there. The pie probably gonna cut.
I'm good. Then anything else you want to discuss regarding football?
I hate Arsenal.
Boy,
why do you hate Arsenal?
I hate it. I can't close out signings. I want to go to Gabby J. You know what? Yeah,
it's a good signing for you guys.
I saw on Twitter people saying Arteta's pool, fam. What pool?
What pool, fam?
Who said that?
They said Arteta's got pool.
No.
And then Tottenham are looking better and better. I'm really worried about
sign is good signing for
Tottenham are the side. I
I'm really
think
worried
next
about.
season that you look at and think
because the price will be
another season under Conte. Obviously, Kane fully settled now. It looks like he's going to be at Spurs for the rest of his career. Son last season, I mean, he was already good, but I think even last season he took another leap. He's going to be excellent next season. I mean, defensively, Conte will make sure they're sorted. And going forwards, Richarlison, as you said, the addition. Bissouma's a great addition.
Yeah. Still Kulusevski. Was he on loan or they buy him?
They're going to buy him. It's a 2-year loan, isn't it?
I mean, they are, Spurs look good. They look good.
It depends how long
next season,
Conte can stand there.
Yeah, because
stay there. So,
but he's put pressure on that ball to actually do stuff.
Spending the money, man.
You know what? They're the only team that went to the SL and Anfield and got more than 3 points.
Yeah, they can get results against those sort of teams. Just the other games that you worry about them, and just the continuity.
But I think that's why he's got guys like Bissouma, Richarlison. His fringe guys are able to win those games. They're just gonna put constant pressure because think about it, Son, Kane, and now Richarlison. Fam, that is
Kulusevski. I think they're still
Kulusevski. Flip. They've got options. They can just go mix it up and say, okay, this is my front three today. This is the front three. Nah.
Actually, if Kane wants to get injured, Richarlison
can play up top.
Through the middle. Yeah.
And then Son is a straight killer. That's at least 15 league goals, regardless.
Killer, man.
15 to 20.
15 to 20, and then Kulusevski, that's about what 20 goal contributions. Richarlison, you're maybe looking at 15 to 20, 15.
And a whole lot of heart.
And a lot of heart. That's it. That's what Richarlison's gonna add. It's just straight heart.
You see a picture you posted on Insta?
Yeah.
He's already squaring up to Arsenal.
It's straight heart. That's it. Richarlison's heart basically kept Everton up.
Yeah, he's a valuable boy for real. I mean, I wanted us to get Richarlison because he brought that sort of extra bite, that extra heart to us. Arsenal was soft. He would have made us harder and toughened us up. He may get a couple red cards here and there, but I wouldn't mind it too tough in the grand scheme of things.
The thing is, Gabby J got that a little bit about him about it.
He does, to be fair. Yeah, that's a good point. But
Gabby J's not on Twitter making jokes. Richarlison got some jokes.
Arsenal got jokes.
And he actually won Everton hearts. That's the funny thing with this. I saw him beefing Vinicius in training as well. Did you see that?
Yeah, Richarlison beef everybody. Okay, you are.
Alright, it's going to beef Kane. It's
apart from maybe no one really beefs him in that Everton squad.
They love Neymar.
That's the issue. They panic him too much.
But Neymar's their best player, innit? That's why they love him.
He's the best, but they pander too much.
How can you pander to Neymar too tough, though?
Because they pander him too much. He doesn't. They don't give away too many stuff. Like when you actually watch the workers of the team behind the scenes and stuff, they actually let him give away too much stuff, and he's not really held accountable. Even the guys like Dani Alves and Thiago Silva, my kids don't really hold him accountable, and that's why this sort of stuff.
It's not good for the culture.
Like, even when Messi was playing, you saw guys like Xavi, Iniesta, Puyol.
But do you think Thiago Silva doesn't hold Neymar accountable?
From the outside, it doesn't look that way. Like Neymar, the stuff Neymar gets away with doing with that Brazil team.
But Marquinhos is there as well. But Mbappe's not having it. So.
And when I say panic, they focus their attack on him too much. They have other good players, especially when Coutinho was banging in form. Guys like Coutinho had him.
But to be fair, there's a time when Coutinho was it was a good duo. Coutinho was calm.
Yeah, but there was too much focus on Neymar. 2014 or 2018 World Cup, Coutinho was a better player.
But yeah, he was better. He played well. I think What game?
Even that Firmino as well.
Was it
when he was
Croatia?
playing
He bored.
Yeah, Firmino was playing well. That other players to focus on is like they always look to Neymar too much. There's other good players there.
I think the matchup against Belgium was just unfortunate. I think they faced the hardest team that they could have faced in that round.
Yeah.
Because Belgium's setup is straight counter attack. So if you mess on around, you're in trouble.
Yeah, Belgium hit them cold early, and Brazil took too long to get into the game, and they got punished for it. But I would say Brazil, even like 2013, 14 till up until 2020, they had like 3 world-class DMs. They should have found a way to play at least 2 of them at the same time.
They only played Fred.
Fred does play better for Brazil, but he's not on the level of Fernandinho, Fabinho, and Casemiro. The one they played is Casemiro, and for large portions of time, last few years, I still think Fabinho's better than Casemiro. So they played at least both of them.
I don't know if Fabinho's better than Casemiro.
I think Fabinho is.
You think it's
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know.
It's close.
Casemiro got
he's
winning in Italy.
But it's close.
His winning in Italy was a bit different to Fabinho.
Huh?
I think Fabinho has more technical aspects. Like what Fabinho can do on the ball is better than Casemiro. But Casemiro's position is elite. Like
So
that,
Fabinho's.
I don't know if he's as good as Casemiro's.
Yeah, I thought Fabinho. It's not about large. Casemiro's still very effective.
It's close, yeah.
But maybe it's preference, but I still think Fabinho's better player. But even then, they should have played at least both of them. What they should have done, played those 2 DMs. And you can let the other 4 guys
4 in front, just go have fun.
But they played one and Fred. And if one gets tired, you got Fernandinho. You had Fernandinho back there subbing for another one. You have 3 world-class DMs.
Well, what's your front 4? Because there's a lot of.
It could have been Vinicius, Neymar. Back then, it could have been Firmino or Gabby Jesus and Coutinho. And now you got Richarlison. Got that, what's his name? Ajax, the left foot guy. Anthony. You have a lot of options. You even have that guy Lucas Paqueta.
Still got Neymar.
Neymar as well. Like I said, yeah, you have a lot of options. So
Vinicius is better now as well.
And this is his star, straight star.
Vinicius is
Hold that 7, sir. Then you choose between anyone else. That Anthony, I don't know how good he is. I don't know.
He's performed in the Champions against, maybe not against the top teams, but he looks like any player. Rafinha as well, like they have a lot of talent.
Rafinha.
But we had that base.
I see Martinelli.
Martinelli can cause havoc. You've had that base.
I don't know about Martinelli. That guy only runs in straight lines.
I'm dead.
Good baller though.
So how old is it? 20 now.
It's 20.
It's what?
I found my Arsenal, man. Flipping make me mad.
But yeah, quickly, boxing. Talk to me.
One more to start with.
AJ and
AJ, you shit.
As
soon, isn't it?
Rematch.
Do you see the way he was staring at him? I don't know, AJ, man. Did he have it? Actually, I want to start. Did you hear what he said? That his corner was telling him he didn't know he was losing.
Well, they were saying beautiful after every round, so I'm not surprised.
He didn't know he was losing. He thought he was winning the fight. He was shocked to win.